A different class.
Just the student who can't stay on task. I'm gonna treat y'all like middle schoolers. So I'm handing you sharp tools to dig. This is your axe and your shovel. We're going to dig and do an excavation today. If you choose to use your archaeological tool on your neighbor, what's going to happen? You'll get in trouble. You're going to go back and do a worksheet. Do we like doing worksheets? No, we much rather do fun stuff like this. Put it down.
Wow.
You did not get a bucket. Everybody have a bucket in it?
Yes, ma'am.
Like with this land, I have 3.
I'll be back up here.
I bought it.
Are you posting this on YouTube?
I found you on YouTube.
Our artifacts were melted.
I'm gonna be on YouTube. Yes,
So I'm
sir.
going to ask for a 0. I'm in whole group.
What's it
I'm
called?
going to ask for a 0. Thank you. So when we do our small groups and you're on task working, what's our level? 0. What's our level for small groups? 1. So tell me what one is. 1 sounds like this?
No, it sounds like.
Thank you, Jacob. Exactly. It's going to be opposite. Everyone have a bucket? And everyone have a tool. That's fine. Everyone can get a tool.
This land, I have 2 extra. I have 3. Now I have.
I'm going to get your artifacts. So you know this land loves to tell on herself. So guess what mistake I made block 1? Thank you for being on. My artifacts were melted. So yours have been in a special Arctic location.
Yes, this is better.
Not better.
We're gonna be in
They're the first one, so she knows that has. And I have the rest of this. No, we're not.
So let's talk about the assembly.
I just
before
asked
we
if
do
you
your
wanted
artifacts.
to do this.
I need everyone at a 0 because I'm talking the whole group. We're going to do a chocolate chip cookie excavation today. You have a bucket. You have 2 tools that you can use. And your artifact is going to be your chocolate chip cookie. So you're going to carefully extract something really fragile. So when we talk about this pottery and a whole human mummy, are we going to take our shovel and dig through?
No.
No, that's what happens to our artifact. It
It
breaks up.
breaks. It breaks.
So our
It
artifact
breaks.
is the chips. I want to see block 1 got 51 artifacts out of the cookie.
We could get
They
more.
were super tiny and super careful, so let's see if you can beat that. So when we talk about sites and excavations, we love to talk about what we find, and we really haven't thought about what happens when the archaeologists leave. So when you dig a hole in your backyard, what do you see?
Dirt.
It's a big hole. We've torn up like when your dog digs a hole. It's a mess. So archaeologists make a mess when they dig and take their brushes and their tools and pick through everything. So before we tear up our archaeological site, we're going to take a note and a drawing. We're going to take a sample. Before we tear it up, we want to see what we have. In case someone else wants to go back and look at what we have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you your artifact. It's going to be a chocolate chip cookie. Yours is going to be special because you're block 2. Yours has some M&Ms in it. So you're going to have the chance to look for some M&Ms and chocolate chips. So you're going to place your artifact on grid A. You're going to make your drawing before you dig and story it, okay?
Okay.
When we go through all the steps, we'll know what we're doing. As you dig and excavate, you're going to scoop your dough over to make a dirt pile. What if your dirt gets slung to your neighbor? What happens to you? You're out. You're out. I'm going to tap you on your shoulder and you get to sit back here and work on a workbook worksheet. All right? So when you're done, here's what maybe your archaeological site will look like. Your artifact, your complete drawing. As you dig through your debris, scoop it over, and hopefully you'll have some M&Ms and some chocolate chips at the end. Any questions?
No, I'm just thirsty.
So would you like some tips from other archaeologists from block 1? Really? You just want to go cold turkey and go to your site? Yeah. Who would like to hear some tips from block 1? I would. I'd love to learn from others. I'll learn from y'all. So they say be very careful and examine it before you destroy it with your two tools. One student found that flipping their artifact upside down, it was a lot easier to dig. Break it into smaller sections was helpful. One student said they don't want to be an archaeologist. It's a lot of work. So it's hard to find the motivation. When you're done, you can eat your artifact. That helps motivate you. Be careful, and they found using your tool or the toothpick to scrape was helpful. All right?
No. You do not like turtles.
Liam is going to pass out your notepad to be an archaeologist, and I'm going to pass out your artifact.
We're gonna let Miss Turby go have a cookie.
Should we make her dig?
Yeah, I have a thing for
Miss Turbeville, do you have time to be an archaeologist with us today?
Sure.
All right.
There you go, Miss Turbeville.
Where should we have our guest archaeologist sit?
And sit here.
Bye, Nathan.
Right here. Right here, we have an actual Miss Turbeville. We already have a cookie.
Can someone, Liam, could you get our guest archaeologist a bucket?
We already have I have it. Yeah. You already have it ready.
All right, y'all are on.
Well, I guess I'm going to be a guest archaeologist today.
We're gonna show you.
All right, Liam and I are working quick. Okay, we have to thank Mr. Bland for buying our artifacts, and Miss Bland didn't get paid till
We
today.
love you, Mr. Bland.
He was awesome. Hopefully y'all can get out better chips. It was way too warm in here today.
Don't leave.
Stetson, what are we going to be doing today?
Like getting the artifacts off the cookie.
And then what are you going to do with your graph?
We're gonna put how many artifacts we got here. We're gonna draw our cookie with it, break it up on here, and then we're gonna place our artifacts here, and then the dirt from the cookie we put on this part.
So what is the goal? What are we trying to learn?
We're trying to beat 51 artifacts off.
That's my tool somewhere.
I never got me my own cell phone.
So what have you guys been learning in class?
We've been learning about history and legacy and a lot of early man stuff.
Okay. So who can tell me how this relates to your learning target? Can anyone tell me how this relates to the learning target?
We're like artifacts and stuff.
I'm sorry?
We're letting
All right, so place your artifact.
like the physical men.
So this is your achievement from your civilization. Place your artifact right here. Make a record of your artifact in square B.